transparency in marriage. So, sorry. So the man and his wife were not asking. This tells us that there is a need for marriage service to be open to each other in all areas we have financial issue in future. So it means that it is the will of God, the plan of God for us all to be open to each other, or as couples to be open in marriage, especially in finance, in all areas of our life, especially in finance. So but that's the number one point. It should be discussed openly and regularly in marriage. Because the Bible records that Adam and Eve were open to each other. They were naked and not afraid. And then another issue I want to raise about couples discussing financial matters openly and regularly is that it is important because we have different perspectives or attitudes towards marriage, towards money rather. We have people who are savers, we have people who are spenders. Can you tell me?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay. We have savers, there are people who are savers, there are people who are spenders. It is not a big deal though, that we have different attitudes or different perspectives towards money. So when you're coming together from different backgrounds, we come together to become one. We need to understand what it means or what money and how to save and all of that means to you. So when you come together, you discuss it, you know, okay, this person is a spender, or this person is a saver. So you does it this way. So it is important for couples to discuss money matters in this regard so they can both come to a compromise, to an agreement. So this is how we want to do it. We can't do it this way, or well, we advise ourselves so that we know, okay, this is what we want to do. And we come to a compromise as to how money has to be spent, saved, and invested, so as to avoid debt and other financial trouble. The Bible records in Amos in chapter 3 verse 6 that can two work together except to be agreed. So if you don't agree on it, there is every probability that there will be friction. So we need to work together in the area of finances. So that's one of the points why, one of the reasons why couples should discuss financial matters openly and regularly, not just once in a while, to be a regular thing and to be open. Like I don't want to talk about that. And then another point is there don't be arguments and tension. There don't be arguments and tension. Sometimes people just decide, okay, I want to do it this way. Well, it's my money. I want to spend this way I want. It's my money, it's my life, And then eventually you realize that tension comes in, friction comes in. And then this person says, why is this person doing this way? You think, this one thinks, then the argument starts. And then before you know it, it starts, it has a ripple effect. When there is argument, begin to argue, right, because I've not discussed it, I've not come to a certain point, a meeting point. So argument can arise, tension can arise. So in order to avoid tension, in order to avoid argument, it is better for us, for couples, to discuss financial matters. We all know that I don't want to jump. I want to take it one after the other. So it is better so that we avoid tension and to avoid argument. It is important. So I would say that, for instance, there are times that a couple earns higher than the other. It has a much higher income than the other. Probably the wife earns higher and the man, we must come together. Yeah, okay, this is how we want to do it. How are we going to take care of the house? How are we going to, pay these fees and all the bills and all of that? And we come together, you need to compromise. This is how much I'm going to be dropping. This is what I'm going to be doing. This is what you're going to be doing. So when you do that, there will be arguments eventually. And then you have to leave the other person feeling in their debt, like you are living there because one of them wants to, maybe one of the couples wants to do it all. I want to do everything. I'm in charge. I want to do everything. And then the other person tells you are not just relevant in this marriage. What is happening? So it is better we discuss it so that such issues won't arise. And then another reason is that so that one party will not end up feeling cheated and weak. When one person continues to do all of the time, another person does not do, and you're not even discussing it, you feel that you are doing more than the other person. another person is not even talking about it. You see cheated. You see this. And I'm going to take an instance that somebody stated on when we're discussing this issue before now. He said that the couple, somehow, the man was in charge of building the house and getting, the house project and the car project, while the woman was paying school fees and then doing all this house feeding and all of that. She was doing that. But eventually, by the time the man got the house built, he told the wife that he does not have anything to do, because the family didn't do anything while they are building the house. So she, that kind of thing. So the lady felt cheated. Meanwhile, she was doing something when the husband was building the house. He was, fixing doing the school fees and all of this stuff. So she felt used, and it became an issue. It became a big issue that they have to resolve for them. So, but my point is, if they had talked about it from the beginning, that thing would not have happened. The wife would not have felt cheated. She wouldn't have felt used, like, oh, why did you do this? While you were doing this, I was doing another thing. I was helping, when it comes to this issue of what do they call it? Breadwinner. You see the definition of breadwinner, it means that somebody somebody who is helping your family. It doesn't have to be somebody who is doing everything for the family. Once you are helping in one way or the other, for the maintenance, one way or the other, you are a breadwinner. But the wife felt she was breadwinner because she was bringing food and all of that. But the man felt because he was building a house and then he had got cash for them, he did better or he did more. So they really felt cheated and used, and then it was a big issue. So I feel that if they had discussed that earlier, it would not have resorted to calling people, to resolve the issues for them. So it is important that we discuss this issue. Communication is key. It is key. It is very key in marriage, especially in finances. Then another reason is we need to regularly and openly discuss financial matters so that our children can know how to go about their financial life, their finances. We need to discuss it. I like, somebody was talking about this and she said that so many times when they want to discuss it, they discuss it for their children as well. Why? Because they would understand that this is how my parents did it. The Bible says, train up your child in Surah 26. Train up a child in the way it should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. So you train them, okay, probably see, most of the time, children. It is not, most of the time, it's not what you tell them that it is what you see you do. When they know that, okay, my parents will come together to discuss this issue regularly. Then do this is how we do it. They keep, they save, they do, they invest and all of that. By the time they are growing up, they would understand how to spend, how to save, how to invest. And by the time they are going into their own marriages, it will be easy for them to discuss with their spouses. And if the spouse will say, oh, no, this is not how it is, they will come together. It will be easy for them to discuss it. It makes the financial journey easy for the children when we discuss it while we are there openly. We are talking about open discussion right now and regular discussion. So open means we are not going to the corner to discuss. We are discussing it, understand. So it's better how we do it so that our children can know how to go about their financial life. I don't know whether my time is up. I have one more point of one or two. I don't know how many minutes I still have. Then another reason why couples need to discuss this financial matters openly and regularly. You see that we can set boundaries, we can set financial goals, and then so that we can take advantage of financial opportunities. Now, when we talk about boundaries, sometimes some couples, if it is probably a wife or a spouse, or one of the spouses, maybe has responsibilities, probably has family members that he or she takes care of and all of that. And then he or she gives them money regularly, like he or she does that. But the other person knows that, okay, they are in need. When you discuss it, you know that, okay, this is the need that we have. Let's meet our own needs first. It is important. When you meet your own needs first, and then you can meet the need of others. But some people don't know once they come in contact, once the money comes into their hands, they spend it on people and all of that, not minding the other person. So it is important that we openly discuss it and regularly discuss it so that we can set boundaries. When we set boundaries, this is how far we can go for this person. We are helping, we because we have our own needs, we have children, we have needs to meet at home. This is how far we can do with this person. So when we come together, set boundaries, and then set financial goals, it is important. Because if you don't discuss it, you know what is my mind. There's a saying that even the devil does not know the mind of another person, not talk of. You understand? So when we come together and we discuss it together, we know that okay, this is what we want to do. And then we come together to say, okay, what are we going to do? What goals do we need to achieve as a family or as a couple? What do we need to achieve together? We come together, we set financial goals, and so probably by December we should have done this, or we should have had this and all of that. But if we are doing it today, you're not discussing with your partner, that kind of thing. So we need to discuss this regularly so that we can set financial goals, and then help us to take advantage of financial opportunities. And we have, opportunities can come, okay, this is what is happening. I want to use my money for this thing, and then come together to think about it. Okay, if there's something that happened in our office, that probably they want to buy land, they want to do is discuss it together, you bring your money together to get it, probably, the land at a cheaper price because they have said it in my office. But you are kidding yourself. Yeah, let me just go and get it. But then eventually, and then so that it can help, like I said, it helps us to take advantage of financial opportunities. I'm going to state Luke in chapter 14, verse 28. We need to sit together. When we sit together to plan, when you come together, you are able to plan together. That particular scripture says that for which of you intending to build a tower does not sit first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it. So when you come together as a couple, you come together, you set your goal. Okay, this is what we're going to do. And then you come together, we set it together, okay, with this amount, this is what I'm going to get at the end of the month, this is what I'm going to get at the end of this quarter. You can come together with it. You are setting a financial goal. But if you don't do it together, you're not sitting down to count the cost. Remember what the particular says. That is the next verse of that verse 29 says that people will mock and say, hey, so it started, but it could not finish it. It will lead to mockery. When we don't come together to openly discuss this thing, it may lead to mockery eventually. So it is better for us to discuss it. And then another reason.
You need to start rounding up your points.
Okay. Yes, okay, I can just round up right now. I think I'm just fine. Probably I have probably some minutes later. I can just round up right now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, babes. Wow, so much, Rema. And I hope that we are all learning something because, she has said so much. I was jotting down while she was talking. She said that discussing about your finances as couples, it's also helped to build a sense of responsibility. It helps you people to set boundaries. It helps for transparency too, so that nobody is, when there's no check and balance for anything, nobody is checkmating your spouse is not asking you how did you spend your money. We have that nature to just like, okay, it's my money, I can spend it anyhow. But when you talk about it, when you sit down to discuss it, it also helps each of the couple to be responsible. Thank you so much, babes Adetutu, for supporting that motion. Wow, now I want to bring up, please, you can mute yourself, babes Adetutu. It's okay, thank you. I want to bring up babes Ivy from Surulere campus to oppose this motion, and we're looking forward to what we are bringing to the table, ma. You have the floor, ma. You can unmute and talk.
Thank you very much, Babes Jennifer. My name is Babes Ivy. I am here to oppose the motion which says, should couples discuss financial matters openly and regularly? Please take note of the openly and regularly. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, openly means to discuss without hiding your thoughts or your feelings. And then regularly means to say something repeated times at equal amounts of time between one person and the next person, to repeat the same thing over and over. Now let's look at the topic. When two people come together as husband and wife, when they become a couple, We are assuming that they are both adults, and they come with their individual differences. They are both adults, meaning that as an ad, if a person is an adult, you don't have to continuously repeat the same thing to that person over and over again. If you keep doing that, that can be nagging, that can be abusive, because you're not talking to an animal, you're talking to your spouse. So yes, in a marriage, like my co-debater had said, one of her points was like marriage is an institution. Yes, it is an institution. We go by the Bible. The Bible has defined what marriage should be like. But if we also look at the Bible does not specifically address how you handle money in a in a marriage. The Bible does not address the financial aspect of the marriage. But the Bible does not address it, but the principles regarding the relationship between husband and wife should be based on what the Bible expects of us. You come into the marriage with your finances. What does the Bible want you to do with your finance? The Bible does not say you should repeatedly discuss your financial situation with your spouse, but the Bible gives us individual strengths and weaknesses of the right thing to do. You're going by the Bible. What does the Bible say about cheating your spouse? That's a sin. And so, because we are ruled by the terms of the Bible, we won't go ahead to do that. And not because, oh, we come into the marriage saying, oh, I came into this marriage with 1 million naira. You, what did you come into? What did you come with? So that's addressing one of the points Babes Tutu said. And then another of her points was that we have different perspectives towards towards finances. Perfect. That is what marriage is about. Two different individuals coming together from two different places with two different ideas. To prevent argument and avoid tension, you shouldn't come with your forceful ideas or with whatever ideas you have about finances and, oh, my husband, now we are married, this is what we should do financially. If I'm used to sending my parents money monthly, oh, because we are married, remember we are now married. That cannot happen. Those are the arguments that come when you start discussing your financial situations with your spouse. Now, on another of my points, when there is an influx of too many opinions into, just like they said, so many cooks spoils the pot, or how they say it. When there are an influx of too many public opinion into a matter, you unknowingly start planting a negative seed in the heart of your spouse. Today you're like, oh, let's discuss about our finances. Tomorrow, oh, let's discuss about our finances. You start planting a negative seed. You're not building a healthy relationship because your spouse feel you're just financially conscious. You're not thinking about any other thing other than the finances. Also, it can also build anxiety in the heart of your spouse. Like, oh, she's here again to discuss the finances. Oh, maybe I'm not meeting up to my responsibility as a man or as a woman. Oh, here we go again. And with this going on, you're introducing strife, you're planting negative seeds, and there is no peace in the marriage because you're nagging about your finances. Now, let's go back to what the Bible says. The Bible's, sorry, I just have to open my Bible. I'm just opening my Bible. Sorry. Oh my, sorry. We're going to the book of Proverbs. So I had opened it, but it shut on me. I am sorry. Internet. Let's define in Proverbs 29, verse 11. The Bible says, a fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back. As a wise person in a relationship, you hold back You hold back your words. You don't go about, going on and on about finances. You hold back. You you hold back your emotions, you hold back that discussion, and then you sit down and ask yourself, what would Jesus want me to do? Yes, in marriages there are differences in financial habits, we understand that. But also, when two people are coming together, they have a trust level, and so they trust each other to know that they will make the right decision regarding their homes. And also, every, as individuals we differ. The wife has a different financial target, the husband has a different financial target. Forcing your other partner to align with your target would also bring strife, would also bring issues, because we mustn't agree on everything. I could like black, he could like white. His priority might be building a house in the village. My priority might be sending the children to the best schools. So if we are insisting that the other person aligns with what we want for the family financially, that will cause lots of problems. And so when we cause all of these problems, the relationship goes down. And so I would advise that each couple should go into the marriage asking themselves, what would Jesus do? What is expected of me as a child of God? Will I go into this marriage hoping to cheat my spouse? No, that is not what Jesus wants me to do. Will I go into this marriage hoping to make the man the head of the home and provide for all of us financially? No, that is not what Jesus expects us to do. If you go into the marriage doing what Jesus expects you to do, you don't have to sit at a round table and openly and regularly discuss your finances. Both spouses bring to their union strengths and weaknesses. You mold these individual characteristics into a workable relationship. My co-debater had said she had used the example of training up a child in the way they should grow, and when they grow, they will not depart from me. I don't agree with you. You're not getting married to a child, you're getting married to an adult. You don't have to train your adult. Your adult is already trained. So what you have to do is bring your different perspective and then make it work. One party feeling cheated would not come into place if the person does what Jesus wants you to do. Financial decisions can impact the success of a family, but when it is a shared responsibility, both impact will be felt and the family will move on and on. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Babes Ivy. So much, so much. Women, these women are giving us hot, hot. Thank you so much, Babes Ivy. Really, I also enjoyed listening to you. And I like the fact that you highlighted that when we talk too much about finances, we come out being naggy and abusive, when you talk about it repeatedly. And I also like the fact that you said that it also brings anxiety, that maybe the man or the woman comes to that space of, feeling inadequate. So you guys have another 5 minutes to go, but I want you people to relax. And I hope that all the campuses are there in the comment section, sharing them, saying, Babes Ivy, you are doing well. Put an emoji there, put an emoji for Babes Ade Tutu, and encourage them. It's not easy to be on this hot seat, trashing out a topic as this, because if you look at it from both angles, if you look at this topic, you feel like, okay, discussing your finances openly and regularly is okay. But, from what Babes Ivy also said, we have seen that talking about it too much, when you talk about it too regularly, too often, it just brings anxiety. Let me see what else I jotted down here. And I also like the fact that she said, don't come with a forceful idea about your financial, how we all come with our, what, in marriage, we are coming from two different people coming together, to make a home, to make something work. I have my idea. I have what I feel like, okay, how to manage finances and all that. My husband might have his own idea on how things should roll and all that. So, but if I come with my own opinion and I want to forcefully choke it down his neck and say, oh no, this is how it should be. We must do it this way. This is how it must be. It just makes the other party feels like, Haba, is it only you? Is it only what you say that would always fly? So also we can also give room, we can also give room for what works for us as a couple, not necessarily because, okay, Mr. A is doing it. Because Mr. A is doing it doesn't make it all right, but we can also do what works for us. So I don't know whether there are people in the comment section saying that, who are these people? What is happening here? What are you people doing? So this is Babes Redefined. We have a mandate to raise a generation of women with a defined purpose. And if you want to be a part of this community, you could just drop a comment in the comment section and say, I want to be a part of this. I want to be in any of your campus, whether you are in Nigeria or outside of Nigeria. We have the different campuses everywhere. And if you want to identify with us, you can put it in the comment section and somebody's going to get to you. We're going to revert. Somebody will be in the comment section to furnish you with all the necessary information you need to be in any of our campuses. Thank you. So I don't know whether Babes Adetutu, are you ready? You have 5-10 minutes more to, wrap up your point and, also make us see more reasons why we should talk about our finances openly and regularly. You have the floor, ma. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, and I appreciate my co-debater too. Okay, you said some things about to define what regular is, that something that's repeated. So I just want to say that regular is relative. Now, for example, they tell you to go for regular checkup. It doesn't mean you have to go for checkup every day. Sometimes regular checkup could be in 3 months, 6 months. That's regular. It's relative. So that you said regular does not mean that you have to be doing it every minute. Regular could be probably once in a month, or when you have a big project, and then you sit down together and say, okay, how do you want to get out of it? How much are you bringing to the table? How much are you going to support me with? So regular is relative. It doesn't have to be every time. And then she talks about, discussion that is going to be forceful. Well, the topic says openly and regularly. And not to hurt. We don't have to discuss issues to hurt ourselves. We know Yoruba will say but I don't know if some people do not understand Yoruba. But there are ways to talk. Of course, we know that there's a way to talk to ourselves. So we don't have to be thoughtful about it before we discuss it. There are times that as we are discussing right now, we are not being thoughtful. But then some other people are getting it. So it doesn't have to be thoughtful, but it has to be open and it has to be regular. As regular as it can be. Like I said, regular is relative. And then discussing openly and regularly does not mean that you have to force the other person to align to your will. I believe that discussing openly and regularly makes it come together to compromise, to a meeting point, like I said earlier. And then when you talk about you share responsibilities and all of that, when you want to share responsibilities, what responsibilities do I want to share? What do I want to do? What are you going to do? We need to discuss. So that we look at this is what I'm going to be doing, how this person is doing it. We still need to discuss it so that we can know who is doing what. Now, another reason why we should have a regular and open discussion of financial matters so that peace and unity can be promoted in the home. We don't want fiction, we don't want rancor, like I said earlier, but when you are united, you know that okay, this is what this person is not sitting, I'm not sitting this person. We are coming together, we are bringing things together, you know that you feel like okay, we are on board together. Yesterday when this Dr. Amara Amongo was talking on conversation with Timo, she mentioned something that it has been proven that okay, let me just read for it. She said that it has been proven that the majority of the stress found in marriages boils down to financial. That's the truth. So it is better we discuss it together. So when you discuss it, the Bible says in Matthew 25 that if the house is divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And we are the house. Of course, you know that the couple comes together. When they come, the male and female, they come together to form this family, to form in order to be the home. So when you come together, you are united. You know that okay, this person is bringing something and bringing something. Then you have that peace and unity within you. And your house is not divided. So your house it will stand. And then that thing, it is a wise thing to do. Honestly, you know, the Bible tells that by wisdom a house is built, and by understanding the house is established. That's in Proverbs in chapter 24. So through wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant features. So it is wise for you to do so that there won't be so you know, so you collect kind of money. I didn't even tell me. You know, so this is how you do this, how you just spend your money. I didn't tell me. That's so when it comes together, it's wise by wisdom how to be built. I just want to wrap up by using this particular thing, this financial compatibility, not necessarily being on the financial on one financial pedestal with each other. You don't have to be bringing the same thing. The same, okay, this is bringing 50,000 this month, I'm bringing 50,000. But financial compatibility means that okay, we are compatible. We know how to spend this money. We know how to save it. We know how to invest in it with compatibility. It will play a huge role in the success of one's marriage. Money will impact choices that both parties decide to make or not to make. Money will, the Bible uses that money answers all things. So it will impact the choice you are making or you are not making. Couples different choices take a considerable amount of financial planning. And if you are not on the same page or you don't share the same value when it comes to money, it is going to cause problems down the road. Remember that the Bible says that one will face 1,000, but two will face 10,000. The Bible calls in Deuteronomy 36 that, you know, it talks about that. And then two are better than one, for they have a good reward for their labor. It says, for if one falls, for if they fall, one will lift up his companion, but woe to him who is alone when he falls. He has no one to help him up. That is in Ecclesiastes in chapter 4, verses 9 and 10. So it is important for us to discuss these things together. Because when we do, we know we are on the same. So when one falls, when somebody is happening, when somebody, you know, financially somebody is going down, you'll be able to lift the other person up. You don't just come on board and say, I've not been telling you about my finances, but now I'm down. Please pick me up. And you're wondering, what have you been doing with your money? I don't even know anything about it. But if you are being together, you'll be able to lift the person up. It says, but what to see who is alone when he falls, for he has no one to help him up. I pray that God will help us. I pray that God will help us to understand this, and then I hope that I'm being able to convince I want to convince you that it is important that we discuss financial matters as couples openly and regularly. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Babes Adetutu. Thank you. Thank you, as in very powerful, very insightful. Thank you so much. And I hope that, babes, we are noting all these points, and we are also having a great time. And because this of course is an impactful section. I like the fact that Babes Adetutu also let me see. Okay, I like the fact that you also highlighted that it brings a form of compatibility, you know, when we talk about these things, when we talk about it, and it also brings a form of unity. And when one person is down, if I don't know about your if as my husband, if I don't know about your financial state and all that, we don't talk about it. When you are down, I don't know how to lift you up. Yes, so I also like all the scriptural references to it. That's to tell you that all the babes here, they are led by the Holy Spirit. They are not just speaking, they're not just giving us head knowledge debates. They are also backing it up with scriptural and scriptures to also back it up and also make it very relevant. Thank you so much, Babes Adetutu. That was a very rich section. Babes Ivy, I hope you're ready for us. You have the floor, ma.
Thank you, Babes Adetutu, my fellow co-debater. I will start in rounding off. I'll start with James 1:5, which says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him. Now, we are to go back to God to ask for wisdom to address our individual finances, and not going to your spouse to be like, okay, we're married. Let's start discussing finances. Let's go back to the first person who has told us to come back to him if we need wisdom. Like I said earlier, marriage is an institution. God formed man, both were naked and not ashamed. Means that we have seen the other person. We know the other person. So why sit down to now discuss your finances. You've seen each other, you were naked and not ashamed. So that has already brought about the familiarity, the relationship you need to move your marriage. So you don't have to necessarily sit down to discuss your finances to be more naked and be more not ashamed, because you've already done all of that before. So both spouses can bring their strengths, their weaknesses, and they will mold those individual characters, build a relationship, a workable relationship, and go on from there. And like I said earlier, the Bible, which we go by, does not specifically address handling money in a marriage. The Bible does not address it. Maybe the pastors online could show me where the Bible addressed handling finances in a marriage. I searched, I didn't see. So, and we go by the Bible. So, whatever the source of God's provision is, whether it's as a result of the husband's employment, the wife's employment, businesses, whatever they do, both assets can play their individual roles in the family. The important principle as spouses we should do is the important principles when making financial decisions is that we should do all to the glory of God. And if if that is the only thing everyone takes out from my debate, anything you're doing in your family, do all to the glory of God, not sitting down having a round table to discuss finances. If we all come with the idea that everything we do should be to the glory of God, we won't need to sit down and have any discussion about finances. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Powerful rounding up from the Ivy. Wow, that's awesome. I like the fact that you said anything we are doing, anything you do in your family, do it to the glory of God. Let Jesus be at the center of it all. And what more can we say? Thank you, babes. Ivy from Surulere campus. You did great. I hope that Surulere campus babes are in the comment section, giving everybody. I want to see clapping emojis. Oh. And I hope Ondo babes too. You are in the comment section with your clapping emojis, because these two amazing, beautiful babes have really done justice to this topic. I don't know what else you want to hear again. I don't know what else a marriage counselor wants to tell you again. These women here are marriage counselors. I declare them marriage counselors. Please, you people take your certificates. As in, this is so rich. And like I said earlier, I like the fact that everything both of you have said today, you are bringing God at the center of it all. So whether you want to talk about your finances, whether you don't want to talk about it, whatever works for your family, let Jesus be at the center of it all. Let it bring honor to God, whatever we're doing. That's why we are believers. That's why we are children of God. I don't know who said, okay, I think it's Babes Ivy that said, you don't go into a marriage with the intention to cheat your husband. You know, if you are doing that, that means that you have to check the salvation you have received. Yeah, you have to check the salvation you have received. But if you are a child of God, whether you talk about your finances, whether you don't talk about your finances, anything you do, let it bring glory to God. Let it be honorable before God. Anything you do, just have it at the back of your mind that if Jesus comes today and weigh this thing I have done, will I meet up? Will I have a pass mark that I have done something nice? Thank you so much, Babes Adetutu. Thank you. This is me clapping for you. Thank you so much for representing Ondo campus. You did so beautifully well. Thank you, Babes Ivy, my own very dear Babes Ivy. Thank you so much, Mama. You did well. You did great. You did awesome. And for everyone listening to us via Facebook, YouTube, I hope that you have learned something. I hope that you didn't just come here to just cheer up your campus member, but you are here to learn and also to, listen. I think you can also listen again. I think it's available for those who still want to listen to it, because really, these women they really trashed this topic. They dissected the topic. They did beautifully well. They did justice to the topic. I like the fact that from whatever angle you want to look at it from, I like the fact that from whatever angle you want to look at it from, there's something for you to pick. There's something that will be of value for you in these debates. So whether you are on the supporting side, whether you are on the opposing side, there's something that is rich. There's something valuable for you. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you, everyone who's joined tonight's debate from wherever you're watching from. Thank you. And like I said earlier, this is Babes Redefined. We are blessed, we are adorable, we are beautiful, we are empowered, and above all, we are saved. If you want to be a part of this community, you want to say, I want to identify with these people. I like what they're doing. This is the right time for you to drop a comment saying that you want to join a campus, and somebody's going to reach out to you and will fix you up in the right campus that you should be depending on your location. Thank you so very much. Thank you, babes. Thank you, everyone. So our next campus debate would be on Monday. And I hope that I hope that everybody will join again, because every of the topic has something valuable for you. Every of the topic has something that will educate you, will inform you, and would help you, even as we journey through marriage and as we journey through life. Thank you so much, babes. Thank you, everyone in the comment section. Thank you, Ondo babes, for turning up. Thank you, Surulere Campus babes, for turning up in the comment section. God bless you all, and do have a beautiful evening ahead. Bye for now. We'll see you on Monday, same time, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's still atmosphere, and the theme is love and money metrics. God bless you so much. See